Aloha everybody, welcome to Eat and Be Eaten. Last week we showed you how to make soursop tea with the leaves of the tree. Today we are going to do a deep dive into the topic that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and that is the health benefits, claims, and potential risks of this tea. Some people say it can fight cancer, boost immunity, and even cure chronic disease. But how much of that is actually backed by science, and what are the risks? So let's break it down clearly and honestly with evidence. All right, number one, what is soursop tea? It's made from the leaves of the soursop tree, also known as graviola or Annona muricata. They are native to tropical regions in the Caribbean, Central America, and parts of Southeast Asia, and grow across the world now in those climate belts. Traditionally, the leaves have been used to make tea for things like relaxation, infections, and inflammation. But modern interest has exploded because of claims that it can treat serious diseases, especially cancer. So let's start with what the research actually says. Number one, soursop is rich in antioxidants. It contains compounds like flavonoids and alkaloids, which act as antioxidants to reduce oxidative stress, which is damage caused by free radicals and is linked to aging and diseases like heart disease and cancer. A study published in the Journal of Food Composition and Analysis found that soursop extracts showed strong antioxidant activity in lab tests. Number two, anti-inflammatory effects. Some animal studies suggest soursop leaf extracts may reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation is associated with stuff like arthritis, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. For example, a study in BMC, complementary medicine and therapies, showed reduced inflammation markers in animals who were given soursop extracts. Number three, antimicrobial properties. Soursop has also been shown activity against certain bacteria and parasites in lab settings. This may support its traditional use for infections, however, human evidence is limited. Number four is blood sugar control. Early animal studies suggest soursop leaf extract may help lower blood sugar levels. This could be relevant for managing diabetes, but again, has not been well confirmed in humans. And five, this is the big one, cancer research. Soursop does contain compounds like acetogenins, which have been shown in lab studies to kill certain cancer cells. For example, research in cancer letters found that these compounds can inhibit the growth of breast cancer cells in vitro, which means in a lab dish, not in humans. However, there is no strong clinical evidence that soursop tea treats or cures cancer in humans, and major organizations like the National Cancer Institute do not recommend it as a cancer treatment. So that's where that stands right now. Now, the risks and dangers often get overlooked, but here they are. Number one is neurotoxicity risk. One of the most serious concerns is a compound in soursop called anisactin. Research suggests it may be toxic to nerve cells. A study published in Movement Disorders linked high consumption of soursop fruit and tea in Caribbean populations to atypical forms of Parkinson's-like neurodegenerative disease. Now, this doesn't mean that occasional tea will cause this, but long-term heavy use could be risky in that area. So, the possible link to Parkinson's. Epidemiological studies in places like Guadalupe found higher rates of Parkinson-like symptoms in people who consumed large amounts of soursop products. Scientists believe anisactin can impair mitochondrial function in brain cells, contributing to neurodegeneration. Now, as far as blood pressure and blood sugar drops, the tea may lower blood sugar and blood pressure, as noted before, which is good. However, if you're already on medication, you need to be careful because that could also lead to dangerously low levels. And then as far as that's concerned, interactions with medications, soursop may interfere with medications for not just blood pressure, but also diabetes and depression. So it's always important to consult a healthcare provider before using it regularly. And then number five, digestive issues and toxicity at high doses. High consumption may cause nausea, vomiting, or toxicity. Herbal doesn't always mean safe, especially in concentrated forms like tea or supplements. So, should you drink it? Based on the evidence that there is, the balanced takeaway is drinking soursop tea occasionally is safe for most healthy people. It may provide mild antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. However, it is not a miracle cure and definitely not a proven cancer treatment. Long-term or excessive use may carry real neurological risks. So if you're curious about soursop tea, treat it like any herbal remedy. Use moderation, stay informed, and don't replace evidence-based medical care with unproven claims. All right? Finally, disclaimer, this content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. And if you want the full breakdown of how to make the tea, which again, used in moderation, is tasty and has some nice anti-inflammatory properties, watch the rest of the video and I will take you through that process. So here is my cluster of leaves ready for tea. Oh, and look at this. The fruit fell down. So we can grab this guy too. Once again, it's 2 to 3 leaves per cup of water. I'm doing 4 cups of water, so I got 12 leaves. Now, brewing the tea could not be more simple. You are going to bring the water up to a boil and then turn it down once it's boiling to a simmer and allow it to simmer for 20 minutes. As the tea brews, you'll see the color of the water start to take on a pale green hue, which will get darker as the brewing continues. You can see it's starting to take on an almost golden color. Alright, so once the 20 minutes are up, you are going to turn off the heat and then let the tea steep for an additional 5 minutes to intensify, and then you're going to strain the leaves out and it is ready to drink. Here's what the leaves start to look like after you steep. Starting to break down, turn brown. And there is your golden tea. Now this tea does have a slightly bitter flavor, so a nice thing to do is stir a little fresh honey, even a squirt of lemon juice in.